It's Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025, time is 6:30, and we are going to call to order our public meeting. This meeting complies with the Indiana's open door law and is being recorded and live streamed. Attendance implies consent to recording. Public comments will be requested before adjournment. So our public meeting is now in session. Does anyone have anything concerning our budget? Can we adjourn our budget meeting?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn our budget meeting since no one's here to.
We adjourn our budget meeting at 6:34. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We will now call to order our normal scheduled meeting. Does everyone have a copy of the August 6th minutes?
Make a motion, we accept them as printed.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Oh, do we need to do anything with the August 25th? Okay, did everyone have a copy of their August 25th special meeting?
I'll make a motion that we accept that August 25th special meeting minutes as printed.
I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now we'll move on. Do we want to move on to our guest first?
Yes.
Guest is Amy Rowe.
We are finally at the moment, I think. So tomorrow at 4:30 at Mentone Park, we will be doing our ribbon cutting to commemorate the Okra project that we were in love with. And hated at the same time. It's a love-hate relationship. So, but we're grateful that it's done and grateful for it provided for the community. So, event will begin at 4:30 with remarks from Jill. Do you have your remarks?
Two, and I've also given a copy to Shelley, just
Just in
for
case.
backup.
Okay, perfect. So, I am planning on being here, which I haven't told Amanda yet, because I was waiting to figure out my schedule, but at 2:30. To come and get tables out. We have tables and chairs, correct?
We'll get that taken care of.
Okay, so I'm gonna be here at 2:30 to help with whatever setup with tablecloths and such, and whatever chaos can ensue, which can be many things. I would come early just in case we forgot something. So, so the remarks, so we'll have Jill, Carrie, Lindsay, who's from Okra, she's the new liaison, she'll be here, and then we will be having Rita to speak about our naming contest, which did Paul get back with us? So we'll figure that out. So what we were looking at is finding a fun name and inviting the public to participate in that. We need to probably figure that out with Paul from the library. So we were gonna host it on either a Google form or a, what was the Microsoft version of it? I forgot. There's some technology. Shelley, you might know, because you work for a library. So there's Microsoft Form or Google Docs. Something. Yes. So we'll figure that out, but we were gonna run the contest from September 4th to October 15th. And
Say
they,
that again, I'm sorry.
the September 4th, the launch, and then October 15th to close. And so we need to get those details. We'll have to work on that tomorrow, Amanda. So maybe we can, it cannot be that hard to figure out how to make this happen. So we're gonna figure it out. And then we would hope that after October 15th, we can put them in a nice spreadsheet, the names. Then on 5th, that's when your meeting in November is, I believe, November 5th. we're hoping, that you'll have 2 weeks to review those names and then present the winner, of the name. So then we'll have that set November 5th, that's what we're hoping. So we felt that it was appropriate for the town board to choose that, just because there can be some interesting names that may be submitted. And so putting it out to a general vote might not be, it could produce some interesting names. Let's just leave it at that. So we thought that it would be most appropriate for the board to decide that. And then in addition, Amanda and I worked yesterday on a sponsor board, really cute, lots of work. Did not expect to do that, but looking at working with Chris Trieber, she has honestly, I don't know if she's watching, but she has been such a joy to us. She was on the original help team and has been Amanda and I's +1 to be able to think through things. Has a lot of like heart for Mentone as well as unique skill sets that neither of us have. So she is going to, if with permission of the board, to put together a document. So we're gonna talk about the potential for sponsorship opportunities. The thought process is the money would either be put towards things that the pavilion would need and or some seed money for the CAP grants that would be on later that we're doing. So, but what our hope is that we will basically just have this nice sponsor board. What is the word saying? I can't remember now. I've looked at it. Help us build the future or something. But we'll have a sign-up sheet that basically says if you're interested in future sponsorship opportunities, please put your name, your business, your phone number, your email, and then when Chris is gonna work with us, we're gonna review some other sponsorship contests that have been at other parks and find an application, sponsorship document application, whatever you wanna call it, that would work, and hopefully review it at the November meeting as well, and then release that for the general public. But we wanna give a teaser. We're trying to give the community something that they can look forward to and a partnership with the parks that they can build into the future. So, and they're not here today, but there were some other folks that were interested in potentially helping with future projects with disc golf and other activities that may be interested in helping to provide some insight. They are connected to individuals that would be relevant that land is needed for. So we are trying to see what that looks like to, I think, disc golf and pickleball. So should be a really neat opportunity to one, celebrate at this ribbon cutting, the achievement, and then provide some next steps for the community to get excited about so that they don't lose sight of the things that are happening. So there will also be a very interesting surprise. Don't be scared. Should I say what it is?
I might not be.
It was something very cute. So Ethan Gazel from Ethan has a surprise. So Amanda and I had met there a couple times. So he has something he is providing that's truly uniquely Mentone that will be part of the pictures because other people had fun things in their pictures and we wanted to do something fun as well. So Ethan came up with a fun surprise that he will bring to us tomorrow to be cute in our pictures. So is there anything that anybody is exceptionally concerned
So
about?
this, no, but I have a question about the cap.
Yes.
So when is that all taking place?
So it's taking place right now. So that actually was released, I believe, somewhere around April.
Okay.
And so the first step is relatively easy. Amanda and I could do it right now if you wanted to. It does get you on the radar for the opportunity for a grant. So it's an LOI, letter of interest. And so basically you would just go in and you would fill out 1,000 characters on what the proposed project is. Really honestly, it can be minimal information. There's no financial documentation that's required or even a number to put towards it. What the folks in the CAP committee are looking for is, does this proposed project meet the CAP goals? And if so, then they will say, okay, there's no guarantee that we're gonna approve your project, but we are saying that it meets the goals, go ahead, we'll open up the application, and then you can put it on your leisure. So I know that there's other communities who have already done that, just they don't have all the details, but they wanted to at least get the
So just get the
pre-approval.
letter, so the letter of it.
It's basically, honestly, unless you're a nonprofit applying, it's 2 blocks.
Okay.
Actually, it goes like this. Are you a government agency, a nonprofit, or a school board? Which town do you represent? What's the name of your project? 3 letters or 3 words. Tell us in 1,000 characters what your project is, and then tell us how it meets with the CAP goals, which honestly I showed Amanda. You literally copy and paste from the frequently asked questions, and then you paste it in there of which of the, I think it's 4 or 5 goals that your project would align with.
Okay.
Push submit, the CAP committee reviews it, and then approves it. If they say that that project indeed meets the CAP guidelines, they open up the application, and it can be opened up all the way until summer of 2027, when is the final opportunity to apply.
Okay.
So that can be done. I mean, Amanda and I could do that if you wanted to prove that.
We'll do that tomorrow, right?
I mean, if you approve it tonight, I can sit down and help her, we can do it, and because honestly, I've done it with Etna Green, I did it with Leesburg, we're in the process of doing it with North Webster, I've done it with Atwood, it really takes about 25 seconds, and because I asked them to take the financial piece away, it makes sound boards feel a lot better, because they're not really saying anything like, we're going to pay this much money, or we know what the project is. Basically what you're doing is saying, this is what we want the project to be, does this fit? And then they can say yay or nay.
And then,
From that perspective, then you have a whole heck of a long time to go through the process to fill out the application.
Okay.
And then at that point, you would have to have the numbers, and it's a 50-50 match.
is that what it is?
Mhm. So you can apply for up to 500,000, but then you would have to have 500,000. That match can be anything that you want it to be. It can be, the money that hopefully we get from the sponsorships. It can be another K-21 grant if they agree for you to be able to apply, community foundation, businesses, other state grants. It just depends on what the project is. For example, Atwood's really looking at having more business support in also their townships because they're unincorporated, so they're looking at trying to find that their project isn't too much that they couldn't find a match to make that happen. Leesburg, we're working on partnering with DNR Indiana Trails Grant, because that's really the only way they're gonna make that project go, but there's only one shot for that within this two-year cycle, and it's really for major trail projects, and Leesburg is looking at a major trail project, so they're looking at that grant as well as a K-21 grant. So Syracuse already got approved for their CAP grant because they had applied and had a capital stack already aligned with Oprah money and other funds from the town. So
What are they doing?
they're doing a community building.
Community building? Different than the one that they created.
So they have the town hall that they currently, the town hall, and that's the post office. But they had a property in which it was, I don't remember all the details exactly, but it was an old school. Somebody else owned it, they got ownership of it, they did tear it down with some blight funds. And then they applied for an Okra grant for a feasibility study. And that then helped them to put together the total cost for the project. And then they actually circled back around and put in a grant for the public facilities grant for Okra, and then as well as some other funds, and then with the CAP. So for them, they were able to, and then they have funds because the Okra grant and whatever other grants they have will not fund the town board portion or the town hall portion. So they've saved money for a while, Tanya, to do a town hall. So they'll have a full new town hall portion and then a whole bunch of other area for activities. And so, but they've been planning for this, so that's why they were able to move forward with the CAP grant so quickly, because they've been waiting for their final funding source to just top that off. So with the $500,000 dollar for dollar match, they had a large amount of other money that helped to tap it off and to help them to improve that. So other people were looking at a lot of parks. So Claypool, whether they can get the application in or not, we are looking at some land that they own by LDC LDC, let me draft this. And they're looking at a park there. Sydney's also looking at a park in their community. Milford's looking at a park.
So Okra or Maycog be involved with these or?
Maycog will help. So Maycog is my partner. So Maycog, and I think we sat down together with you, right? When we first started here around this table. Zach and I came, I think. Yeah, I think it was around April, May, just when we originally, because we had to meet with everybody to communicate about the expectations of the program as well as just kind of start getting an idea. So we met with Amanda we can come back at any point. So if you wanna get the LOI in, and then once we get all this other stuff taken care of and the budget submitted and all that, Zach and I are happy to come back, because Zach is helping me know from like the
Okay.
state side what grants are available, and then
Which will help us on our end of it.
so he can help with figuring out, depending upon what the project looks like, what some of the funding, potential capital stack would be to get that project done, and so we're happy to do that. With the Okra stuff, I don't think that there would be anything per se that, so help was like a whole special, I mean, that was a special thing that Denny came up with. They may or may not ever do that again, but generally they don't fund parks, so they fund public facilities.
Right.
You know, like, community building, they fund like utility projects, they fund different things related to taking down blighted buildings, but a park was very unique. I mean, every one of the health communities got something that they've literally never funded in their life, ever. Because that was special for capacity building, based on what the goal of health was. So Okra probably wouldn't have any funds, but that doesn't mean that there's not something else out there, depending on what that looks like, so.
But that all depends on what we would decide to
What
take
you,
our CAP project out.
yes, so like, you
Because that
would want
would,
to like decide what that project scope is, like from a broad perspective, so let's say it's like a phase 2.0 for the men's park, right? So, I mean, obviously, K-21's gonna love that, because that builds upon something that's already existing and helps to build capacity. What Amanda and I talked about before was potentially maybe adding some trails into that. And so that would be a neat additional opportunity, because then it brings in the sidewalk project, or not sidewalk, the Main Street project that you had done, so that doesn't hurt as well, because it shows that you're building upon the other projects.
But we have time.
You have time,
We have
so
time.
you could, yeah,
We can
like, you don't
meet.
even have to get your LOI right, LOI, I know that they're not forcing this, but it will help them for planning purposes.
To know,
If they knew who was going to be in and wasn't by the end of the year, by December 31st, like if they knew which communities were going to be able to potentially put projects in, that would help them to. Because I created an Excel spreadsheet of proposed projects based on our original meeting with costs that NACOG put together. Nothing hard, just like, hey, based on the project that's been communicated to us by sitting down with the town clerk, this is the cost that we think is potentially associated with it. This would be, what their request from the CAP funds would be. So we've done that, we've given that to them, but to help them to distribute the funds effectively, it might be helpful to know whether these communities are actually going to be able to do it or not,
Right.
so. Yeah,
okay.
but it's good, it's exciting, so
Okay.
we're working hard, so hopefully we can get this other sponsor form together, and that will be a helpful tool to bring in some seed money to be able to put towards that, so that you have more to work with, so.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so we'll be here tomorrow, excited, I think there's Methodist cookies and cookies a bunch, yeah. So, any other questions?
I don't have any other questions. I'm sure we'll see you tomorrow.
I'm excited, I feel like, oh my goodness, these things, I know that everybody else is ready for it to be done too, so, and we move on to the exciting things, so, okay, but we can celebrate.
All right, thank you. And Amy, you're welcome to leave if you would like. Okay. Or you can stay if you would.
I'd like to hear what's going on.
Okay.
Since I talked to Amanda, she tells me what's going on, but sometimes it's a secret.
Okay, we will move on to old business. Tim?
Just one thing. Food Bank was here this morning, glad to have them back in Mentone.
You were yesterday.
Or yesterday, yeah, today's Wednesday. Yesterday, they served 106 families in their hour and a half that they were here. So it went very well. They plan to be here next month.
So will it always be a set? I get spoiled.
You can always count on that for coffee. Full measure.
Thank you. That should keep me up till about midnight.
And then you can have with Amy. So do I.
Anything else, Tim?
That is it.
And.
Trash papers. Yeah.
agenda.
Okay, I'd like to thank everyone for allowing me to go to the Indiana League of Municipal Clerk Treasurers Conference in French Lick. 4 days of training focused on new legislation requirements that will take effect in 2026. There was also navigating the uncertainties in upcoming tax revenue changes, and then also gaining a deeper understanding of the open door law. And the new transparency requirements, as you can see, our meeting agenda has changed a little bit. And it includes elected officials and their four-year terms. Only part of the requirement for open door. But more to come. Okay.
Don't really want that.
Sure.
Awesome.
The only thing, I'll be getting assigned a project manager for the body cameras between, well, until Friday, to get the ball rolling. I emailed the guy I was in contact with, as flat as been, they had a conference all August, and they also did a software update throughout the whole company.
So you have the cameras?
No, I don't have
You
them
don't even
yet.
have them?
No, I don't have them yet,
You have-
because I emailed him, I'm like, it's been a little bit, and he informed me that the company had conference in August,
Okay,
and they were doing updates.
so,
So I should be hearing from him tomorrow or Friday for the project manager to get everything going.
gotcha, okay. So you'll let us know that?
Yep.
Update in October then?
Yes. That's all I got.
Josh?
The sidewalks were completed at 307 Broadway and 301 Main Street. RS Miller completed them like a week ago, maybe.
What was the address of Main Street?
301 East Main and 307 North Broadway.
By who?
RS Miller.
Anything else?
Yeah, we got 201 meters installed.
Yay.
The only other thing I had written down was park update.
Go for it.
They hydro seeded today. We're still working on it at 6 whenever I come down there and checked on
So how did the raking go? Did you kind
them.
of,
They hydro seeded today. Yeah,
they did the raking first though, right?
sure. Yeah. Anyways, it looked like they was gonna finish up tonight. The bridge is coming along.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Tim?
Yeah, we've got rotors over Mentone at the museum this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then September 20th, the Chamber's doing their Chalk the Walk uptown from 10 a.m. to, I believe they're gonna go till 4. And we talked to Methodist Church, they're also gonna do sloppy joes and hot dogs that day from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or until they run out. They're gonna do that at the farmer's market. And then also on the 20th, Pete and Freddie's Pages of Plenty it's their 15th year of selling books, so they're having a celebration that same day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Those are all on September 20th.
All the same day.
Yeah. And then on the food bank thing, people are realizing there's a need in the community, so the Tippecanoe Valley Honor Society has now put a food box outside the Mentone Youth League, and that is for anybody to take what they need or put in what you would like to donate to the program, and they'll take anything from food to diapers. That's located at the youth league.
Is it in the building or?
No,
is it
it's
outside the building?
And that is all I have.
You could just give me my notes.
Amanda.
So in preparation of the community crossings grant, were you gonna discuss this?
Yeah.
I'm starting it for you now.
Sure.
I emailed everyone a draft of the Title VI plan. The plan includes non-discrimination policy, training requirements for me as the Title VI coordinator, and includes a complaint process and record keeping. In order for the town to apply for CCMG funds, we have to have this plan approved.
And you email it to us?
I did email it to you. It's basically a NDOT provided form that I just fill in statistics from US Census, provide our contact details, and then we agree that we are complying with Title VI.
So do we now have a motion to give you the approval to
I need
complete
a
this?
motion for a signature. I don't know if I have to sign or if you should sign. Do you happen to know?
No.
Jackie, do you know?
No, I don't. What is this for?
Title VI.
Title
You know.
VI.
Title VI, this is the Title VI that goes with the CCMG.
Correct. She would sign it, right?
I think the town board president has to sign.
Or the coordinator.
Or would it be safe if we both did it?
I mean, it'd probably be better if you both did it, but
Okay, Mom?
generally those things are the town board president, but,
Since it's more of a policy.
because that's the legislative, like, activity.
So I need a motion for approval for myself to sign the Title VI assurance policy.
Will you motion that, for Jill to sign the Title VI policy?
And in essence, if you find out that there's an additional signature, there's an official town board action, and then you can add it minutes later, if that's necessary.
And also give, permission for Amanda to sign.
Okay, we have a motion.
I'll second that.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
I
I'm sure I'm gonna sign that right now.
Please. It's official.
Want me to date it today's statement?
Yes.
Done. Okay,
Let's see. Go next. So we had an open discussion about the employee handbook, and that was a special executive session on the employee handbook and discussed some items of concern in there. Do we want to schedule a second handbook meeting?
we do. With all employees,
We can, with all employees.
Yes,
I think we need to have all employees.
I agree.
Does it need to be before our October meeting?
I don't think it really matters, as long as we get this thing approved by the end of the year, we're good.
Okay. What's everybody thinking? Let me tell you what I'm thinking and then you can work
Go
around
ahead.
it. So I probably will not be here for the October 1st meeting.
So do we want to make it,
Can we make everything
before?
after? In
After
October?
the-
Yeah, is that okay? Right, because if we do that and we all agree, we can approve the November meeting. It'd be good. Is that
Yeah.
good? Is that okay with everyone? Okay, so someone pick a date out and I'll tell you. What's good for, do you guys have certain nights that are better than any other?
Any but Monday and Wednesdays.
Pardon me?
Any but Mondays and Wednesdays,
But Mondays and Wednesdays?
if possible.
Thursday, the ninth? October?
Fun for them.
Thursday night work for me, Tim. Oh, is that bingo? That's not bingo.
No, that's not good, but it should.
Amanda?
I'm good.
So that's gonna be an executive meeting regarding handbook,
So October and November.
October,
No,
if I come back.
at what time?
What time is it?
5:30.
5:30, everyone? Good? Jeremiah? Josh? Okay. Awesome. You want to do that one?
You want to do
I think maybe. Okay, okay, so,
Thursday, October 9th, to 5:30 p.m.
yes. Okay,
Continuing with the discussion of employees, I've been reflecting on some things and would like to request to hire a deputy for my office. It would be part-time, which is 25 hours a week. And it would go with the pay scale that all part-timers go with, is $15 an hour. This would help with the changes in state requirements, all the increased demands of my role.
How many hours again? I'm sorry. How many hours do you work?
How many hours do I work?
A lot.
yeah,
I mean, schedule.
you mean well,
Normal.
The office is open 24 hours, or 25 hours in a week.
Okay.
Does that help?
but when you go to her house, she's on her computer doing work.
Yeah.
Every time.
So
Even if you want to borrow eggs.
you don't have a set schedule. Per se.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's from 8 a.m. Monday through Sunday till 5 p.m. roughly,
But not in the
Monday
office.
through Friday.
I think it goes.
I'll close all day Wednesday, right?
Unless you're part-time clerk and deputy. Us.
I'd say I do about 45 hours a week. Give or take.
Yeah, at least.
Mhm.
At least. Thursdays don't come in, I ask her why she's here.
Yeah,
Would
oh, yeah.
would the person you hire, they gonna work with you or it's hours when you're not?
It would be both. So a lot of well, it's supplemental. So when I have things that I need to focus on, I do those after hours so that I can focus. But if I can do them while I'm on the job, also training with a deputy, that would help me with the work-life balance.
And it's gonna take a little bit of training.
Yes,
Well, maybe quite.
And you have someone in mind?
I do actually.
I'll make a motion that you hire a deputy clerk to help you in the office.
I'll second it. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Were you gonna say something?
Thank you.
All in favor?
I,
Okay.
I welcome.
Don't make me cry.
Okay. Done. Okay. Alright.
Other than that, I have a couple of invoices that I need to have approval for. 2 of them are from MACOG to final out our planning and contracting grants for administration and services. One's for $5,000 and the other one is for $16,500. And these are going to be our final ARPA expenses.
Both
yes.
of them are?
Correct.
I'll make a motion that we approve the 2 invoices, one for $5,000, one for $16,500 for MACOG, which will finalize our ARPA funds.
I'll second that.
You want me to sign it?
Okay, and the final invoice is JMS Insurance Group. It is the time for the renewal for commercial liability. I did some research and last year we paid $22,000. This year it's $25,899, which is an expected increase.
So that's for 2020, is it start now?
Prior years.
2020?
Yeah, yes, it's for June of 2025 to June of 2026.
It's $25,899.
Correct.
I don't think there's anything we can do but pay that invoice. I'll make a motion that we approve the invoice for $25,899 to JMS for our commercial whole commercial liability.
Commercial package.
Commercial package.
I'll second that.
Any discussion? All in favor?
I,
Okay.
That is all I have.
Shelley?
Just the Makers Market, Antique Fairs, September 6th, 8th to 12th, and September 20th, 8th to 12th.
So this Saturday and then the 20th, and then is that it?
And then-
Then we're done. Awesome.
So there is a piece of property that sits outside the town limits and that is owned by the town of Mentone and is contiguous to the town of Mentone, meaning it shares a boundary. And there's been some interest in annexing that property and putting it within the town limits of Mentone. So I prepared for you a resolution here, and what this resolution would do if you passed it is it would authorize the town council president to do any deeds, to sign any documents, to execute any instruments that are necessary to accomplish getting the process started for an annexation. So the council president could file a petition or join the petition of other landowners if there are contiguous properties that would be interested in being annexed.
Can you put that in layman's terms?
I'll give you a copy of my paper. I'll make a motion that we allow GL, the council president, to initiate or join the petition for annexation.
One second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
I, I need to sign. This one, correct?
Do I get to sign that?
Everybody needs to.
Right.
So everybody would sign it. And Shelley just pointed out a typo. If you want to cross out part of that, that would be fine. My apologies for
No,
that.
that's fine. Right. I can't see that right now. Right there. Oops, Mr. Great. Just, we can just cross it out. Right there. Okay.
If you used a document, I used your previous.
Okay, so, and I'm to sign that tonight then, because that's gonna be that last,
Well,
yeah, we voted.
you sign the resolution, and that gives you the power to do
Wait.
whatever you think is best in order to get the ball rolling.
Okay.
And we'll talk about what's best.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So we're all signing, do we need 2 copies? Just one.
So with this, I need to contact county to remap the boundaries.
Not yet, nothing's happened yet.
Okay, this
So-
is just,
Jill is now
Mark, your
authorized to get the
thing.
ball rolling.
Got
Once a petition is filed, then there'd have to be a public hearing where anyone who objects to the annexation would be able to come in and voice their discontent. You also have to do a fiscal plan before the ordinance comes into effect.
that sounds like more work for me.
That's why you're getting.
That's why we get somebody clerk, yeah,
That's what she's for.
Or he.
Or he.
Or he.
Yes.
Okay. You want me to send you a copy?
okay, thank you, Alexis. Right on top of that, okay, do you have anything else?
Nope.
I got one, I'd like to get permission from the town to pursue a grant to get a drone for the police department. I've got to experience one last week. It's the one I've been interested in. It has thermal imaging camera. What I'd like to see it used for is traffic crashes to be part of the investigation. Because the system that we use now, I had to show Jeremiah, you pretty much, it's like coloring your own crash accident. It's hard to explain, it's easier to show than explain, but you have to put boxes in place, you have to put roads in place, you gotta put cars, you gotta label the cars.
Drawing map.
Yeah, it does have a geolocate, but it's a satellite image, so if there's a car there, you can't take that car out where the accident occurred. So I just told him it's just easier to do it that way, so there's no confusion when it goes to state when we ship them. So I'd like to, if it's a big enough crash, just get an aerial picture of how it looks like, so we can add that picture to the report for the insurance company, for the state, that we send our accident reports to. Also for search and rescues, for missing people, runaway kids, there's been, I think, how long ago was it, 1, 2 months, she had to mention Palestine? And we did locate her, Warsaul's had multiple, and they use drones to locate because of the thermal. But, county does have some, but there's only one that I know of that's on the road. Warsaul has some, but our backup is like 20 minutes away, and if somebody goes missing, like times of essence. It also helped utilize it for the fire department as well.
So is it a thermal imaging camera,
Mm-hmm.
is that what you're calling it?
Yeah, it's a thermal image, I actually got it.
And you're asking for us, for you to.
I gotta
add
get
the
approval
grant.
to pursue everything. Yeah, this is what it looks like. It has normal camera and also thermal camera. Like I said, I was able to witness it firsthand last week. It's really neat. We were out at the water treatment plant, and he took it 400 feet in the air, and he took a picture of the water tower from the water treatment plant. It looked clear today.
Okay.
He showed me the thermal imaging. Another thing that was nice, he actually mapped out one of the ponds, and it measured how big one of the ponds are. And also for like Egg Fest, I also talked to Josh, he said something like on top of the water tower, you can get a picture of what could possibly be broke before having to climb all the way up there and all the way back down. And he also said, like, the creek blockages, if the creek's blocked and we can't see it because of the tree line, or you can just take it right over the water. So I just need a permission from the town to pursue
Pursue the grant.
the grant.
How big is
Maybe like 2 foot by 2 foot. It's not a very big one, it's not like the big crop one that
Yeah.
you see.
Yeah.
They probably hang on the bottom of it, get falling around, it's not very big. It's in like a little suitcase.
So this is grant through the,
The JAG grant. Which is a federal grant, and if awarded, it should be in full. So there's no reliability on the town or anything.
when's that due?
It will open up like mid-October for this year.
I'll make a motion, we allow Keaton to pursue the grant to purchase a drone for the police department.
I'll second that.
Any other discussion? All in favor? Okay.
And also look at my notes and also use it for like storm damage. We've had some bad storm damage because I seen Tim drive around, I drove around, and I know if anything major, we would call Josh.
Yeah.
But it's something that I can take an actual big picture for records or anything. So it's not just for the police department, that's the whole town. So,
Sounds good.
thank you.
Josh?
Well, like a couple weeks ago, we had like almost 4 inches of rain. I don't know what that was, but we had some issues around town. And we kind of traced it back to the tile that runs under the fire station. Had one residence up here on Tucker Street actually blew the basement floor up in their house, probably a foot. So I had camera guys come and we cameraed basically all the way down Tucker Street under the fire station. Went down to by Jill's warehouses, storage or her storage units, and we looked to the west of that. Everything was pretty good, so we replaced most of that. And then down by Washington Street, just west of Walnut, where we, I don't know if you guys remember, a couple years ago, we replaced, set a new structure there in the alley, replaced everything basically down to the playground. Anyways, from that structure where we replaced and you head north up that alley, there's a big blockage of roots, like 53 feet north of that. They're big enough, I don't think we can cut them out, so I got a contractor coming tomorrow to look at, this is the same contractor that did that work, but anyways, probably dig that section out and then see how bad it is from there on, but that's probably gonna have to be the next thing is lining that section up through that alley, but we gotta get the roots out first.
So you have to dig them out?
I'll have to dig that section out and replace that piece of pipe. There's some in there about half the size of your wrist, probably, I would say. But, and then the problem is all that trash gets stuck in there. The camera guy was able to drive up to it with his little robot deal, but he couldn't even go through it, so. Depending on what he tells me, I'm probably gonna go ahead and dig that out and fix that. So basically, we need to reline from that structure north to the next.
Now, wait, from Washington Street north,
We'll go across Jefferson Street,
right,
on up the alley to where the alleys intersect again, and then we need to do from there over to Walnut Street. That's what's left.
Okay.
Because from your storage units all the way through Jim's alley, we redid everything. We lined into the highway, put all new down Jim's alley to Walnut.
so now we're gonna go north,
Yeah.
north and south.
And everything, obviously, through the park's good, so. I think that was our issue the other, I mean, obviously 4 inches of rain didn't help, but
Could be the new normal.
it could be, and I cameraed up that alley beside the funeral home, and I found the tile that goes into that their house, I think it was a floor drain that was capped off, like a
Oh.
distinct spot in the floor.
Okay, and that's what,
Yes.
Okay.
So he's gonna work on getting that opened up, and I'm gonna camera in there for him so we can look, and then I told him we'll try to, fill it in from his basement first.
okay, so his water is coming underneath the fire station, which we've always, the time was. Then it goes underneath the railroad,
Yep.
down
Turns
to
at your,
Jefferson, well,
turns at your storage
Right.
units.
and goes all the way down to
Yep.
Washington, then heads south to Walmart. And it doesn't go, well, that one makes another turn. It stops.
Just go there, Mark.
Yeah. Okay. Contractor's coming tomorrow,
Yes.
and then we'll know more what's gonna,
Yeah, I mean, and that was a serious situation in his basement. He had tore his basement floor out and capped it like a couple inches or 3 inches, all new. It heaved that floor like that, and obviously once that drained, and then his basement there right now.
it did all.
Oh, yeah. So anyways,
Okay.
I had some costs in camera on that, and yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But
Alright.
we'll start with that and see what I find, so.
Okay,
And the other thing I had was this Bobcat trade-in.
yes,
I brought you 2 quotes last time.
Right.
One for like 25,000 for the older model he had,
right,
to the 24. I went over and looked at that one.
yes,
It has aged from sitting there outside, I don't know. I wasn't crazy about that, so I had to quote ordering a brand new one. Which Amanda's got the quote, that was $27,400 and some dollars. Well, I talked to him today on the phone, and the price went up on the first because of tariffs so
really,
it's $29,000 now. So
should have been worse, I guess.
I did Jew on him though, because I said that was without a brand new bucket, and I talked him into a brand new bucket for the 29,000.
So it's just like what you have now,
The exact same.
same thing,
The same exact one.
Okay.
Yep, and it'll be he thinks it'll
2025.
still,
2025,
he thinks it'll be a 25, it could be a 26, but
25, 26, with the new bucket.
yes.
And so you're still getting the trade-in then?
Same trade-in,
Same trade-in?
yep. And like I said, mine's got, I think, just under 900 hours on it.
Yeah, I think you said 80.
Yeah.
850 last time?
Yeah. And that's providing the man that has the money to do it. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with mine, I just. Don't
After
want to
so many
wait,
hours.
yeah.
Do we?
We're all looking at you.
Yeah, can you feel our eyes on it?
I guess providing Amanda can afford to do it.
I think we can. Because it would be split 3 to 4 ways.
Right.
Because it's used for water, sewer, FEH. I believe we can make that work.
And that's Bobcat of Warsaw.
I will make a motion for Josh to trade in the 2020 Bobcat towards a 25 or 26 new bucket. Trade-in was, I drew what the trade-in was,
40 some, I think.
42?
I think that's what it was.
That's what I wrote down,
I think
42.
so, yeah.
Trade-in of 42,000 towards, so the bottom dollar will be 29,000.
Yeah.
That's my motion.
I'll second it.
Discussion? All in favor?
Okay.
Anything else, Josh?
I think that's it. Do I have something else? Oh,
Yes, we have to request
Community crossing?
community crossing.
permission to go after the grant? Is that what
I thought the grant was October.
It
Oh.
is. The end of October.
Oh,
Oh, it is. So
I
we don't-
think it
yeah,
is.
Yeah, it's the end of October, because I just talked,
Yeah.
we are looking at.
I thought it was
Yeah.
October, I mean,
That's when it's due.
End of October, that's what Zach just said today, because we had to talk, we're
but
talking
we,
about.
I mean, we can give you permission to go for the grant,
Yeah,
because we have
that's
all
all
the,
we need.
you're right. So I'll make,
Illegal now. Illegal now.
I'll make a motion to allow Josh to go towards the community crossings grant at school.
And with that being said, I'd like to thank Dalton Sons Asphalt for coming and helping measure all the streets.
Yes, did they do that last year? Did they redo that
They've
this
done
year?
it for the last 3 or 4 years, and they haven't got the work, so
Okay.
that's a huge shout out to them.
I'll second your motion.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
So you think it is due the end of October, Amy?
That's what Zach said today. He didn't know the exact day, but when I talked to Zach.
I guess originally I thought maybe it was October 1st.
That's what I thought.
So Zach, I mean, I'm hoping it's the end of October, because that's what
Well,
Zach told me today.
We still,
so.
we still can do it. I mean,
Yeah.
we still have time, so whatever. We need to make sure we know that date.
Let's see if I can.
I'm gonna put October question mark, so I know for sure. I'm just gonna look that up today. Okay,
Is that all I have, Amanda?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
okay. Is there any other that needs to be brought up?
October 31st is when it says it ends. It says the call for projects will begin at 8 a.m. October 1st and will close at 5 p.m. on October 31st.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going.
They changed it, didn't they? I think it was supposed to be earlier. Did they change it? I'm sure.
Because they were delayed on funding due to Senate bill.
Yeah, I thought it had changed. Okay.
And also, good news on that is now instead of what was it, a 75-25 match, now it's an 80-20, so.
It is good.
And this is the use of the 2026 funds.
Correct. Okay, now back, is there any other that needs to be brought up, that we have missed in the old, the new, or the,
There's gonna be some action at the railroad uptown here, they're gonna be putting in all new, everything's up there.
19 and 25?
Yes, yep, it'll be chaotic there, I think, a little bit.
Changing crossing lines.
They're boring into the road, each one of them, and putting in new, I don't know, everything, what the guy talked about.
Okay,
Until somebody hits that big concrete block, and knocks it
Right.
Don't have them
That
in a
turns
street light
after
too?
the road.
a street light up.
But it'd be nice to have one,
I want
right?
to tell you, we sat there this morning, had one page, and it is the most dangerous spot I've ever seen in my life. I'm not joking.
So
There was women driving through and had their
Whoa,
heads
whoa,
down in
whoa,
their
whoa, whoa, whoa,
consoles.
whoa.
There was, and I go first, and you gotta stay back on the road, you're gonna get hit. Semis would come up from the south and slam their brakes on it, it was chaotic.
Yeah.
Cause everybody, the semis don't wanna sit on that track, so they wanna get across
Oh,
there and
yeah,
then,
right.
oh, God.
Car train
Well,
accident,
plus it was,
then we had another one that was, I don't even know how she
plus
made
it
it
was
onto
at
the
8
reserve
a.m.
track.
Huh?
That
It was at
was
8
bad.
a.m.
It was a bad time to be up there, I get
Oh,
that,
that's
but
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just put
it's dangerous.
railroad chaotic crossing.
because
And I don't
it
know,
was
they're-
at a street light.
Keep blowing
The
dark
street light, yeah, that way they can stop on the tracks. Till the light turns green.
Not that kind of street light.
Oh, what kind you want?
Oh, you wanna shine
Lights
it
on your
down?
head,
Like,
Oh.
like the
Like a
dipstick.
disco.
I thought you meant like,
I did
like,
too.
like red.
That's what I thought.
Red, I was like, that would be really
I
interesting.
took it
I don't
as-
think I've ever seen that.
I took it as regular.
What else would you call that?
A street light.
Yeah,
It is a street light, just.
I'll do it, Amanda.
we'll work on
I think one's a traffic light, one's a
Say
street light.
traffic light.
Yes,
Do you think that's gonna help?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
it was in our plan.
Oh,
Downtown
Main Street master
plan.
plan.
Yeah.
Just get one of the dark spray paint, just spray paint the whole intersection.
Has it-
Yes, because the safety guy, when I talked to him down there, he said that we could, at any time, they do not care, but where the blacktop, going on that side where the cars all drive off of, so we could paint a white line all the way across there, or get our people that do the marking when they come in, put a white line, so personally,
I can see that.
something to see in
I can
there.
see that helping a little bit,
Yeah.
just more visual.
But he said that we, as a town, can do that, because that's their crossing, we can put that on.
So bad.
Make a white line on that edge.
I'm just glad that car train that everybody
Any
saw.
other
So the survey's up,
surveys up
the name.
already?
Chris has been working on it. She just sent you the link.
No, I'm not looking at it.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll talk to you more about the details of what I have it here for the plan. Plus the sign just arrived.
Okay.
Bunch of time.
Okay. Anything else? If not, can we move on to claims?
Yes.
Okay. Did everyone have a chance to look over the claims?
Yes.
Did anyone have any questions regarding the claims? So I need a motion to approve the claims as printed.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
I,
Okay. In this here. Okay. Our next meeting will be October 4th, is that right? October 1st? Is it October 1st? You're right, October 1st. October meeting will be October 1st, 6:30. We'll have an executive session the following week. Okay, I need a motion.
Motion we adjourn.
All in favor?
I.
Josh, can I talk to you? So I haven't been down there, it was raining when I got there.
We're in the box.
Bye. Bye, YouTube.